the loading screen for this Friday's promo that is going to be over Christmas, what we maybe used to know as FUT Freeze, now has been here. Well, we can see the loading screen now is here, and it is called Versus. So you can see in the top left corner, FUT 22 Versus. Now, some people, of course, about the name, if we just jump straight into the video, is it still potentially going to be called FUT Freeze, but one section, one area of it is going to be called Versus? Maybe. I do think that is a possibility. That is what I think the overwhelming majority, maybe they do feel that way, but it is quite a big thing, of course. It's quite a big statement that EA Sports went ahead and on this loading screen, all they have got is FUT 22 Versus. That is all of they've got. Now, we did talk about in yesterday's video that there was sort of like an SBC aspect about this, and I do think this could potentially be for SBCs or potentially objectives. Now, there is going to be a couple leaks in this video, so if you guys aren't looking to be exposed to that, then maybe skip ahead. But I do think that it is quite important to discuss. It's going to help us understand how this is going to be working. But essentially, each card is pretty much going to be a separate thing. So for example, the card on the right, that could be 5-star weak foot, and the blue card, the full blue card, could be 5-star skill moves. That is an easy way to sort of differentiate them too, and it would actually be a really nice concept in my opinion, because it would sort of, if you're coming up in champs, say you're coming up against the Pulisic, we can actually take a look at that. Pulisic SBC, right? He's sort of been leaked, so that is why we did include him. But if you're coming up against FUT champs, if you're coming up against the red one, for example, you'd know it's going to be 5-star weak foot, or if you're coming up against the blue one, it could be 5-star skill moves. Now, that is just a prediction. I think that's maybe what they could be doing. I don't know what way around it's going to be. That is just an idea, of course, putting out there, trying to understand how this is going to be working. I do think it looks like a really nice card design though. I do appreciate it. The graphic designers did an amazing job. We've of course slapped on players on top, and we've pretty much gone for a position change and also a rating change, because we don't know what EA is going to do, right? We went for a rating change. That's a bit random. It may be the same rating, 86 rated, 86 rated, and only the positions are going to be changing, and of course the stats. Or it might be the cards are both identical, but it's going to be the weak foot, the skill moves, right? We're not too sure, but I think that is how EA Sports are going to be doing it. It is very similar to a couple SBCs we have seen in the past. For example, this year, Rule Breakers in Kunku. I do think it's the same concept. I think that's what EA Sports are going for with this. Now, it's something they very rarely do, and it could be from only us getting this maybe a couple times, a few times last year, to now in this FUT Freeze promo, if it's going to be called FUT Freeze, or if it's going to be called, the whole promo is going to be called FUT Versus. If it's going to be that, this could potentially be every single day we are going to be getting these SBCs. So one SBC would be a player pick, and then you are going to be choosing which card you do want. That is how I think it could potentially be working. No confirmation, of course. We're gonna have to wait until we get another updated loading screen, maybe with some more hints or something like that, some clues, which I think it could come out maybe at 8 PM UK time or 10 PM UK time, even today on Wednesday, or maybe on Thursday. And then Friday, of course, we should get a website release from EA Sports, and that is going to be explaining it all. So I pretty much was tweeting here, the promo might be called Versus instead of FUT Freeze. Now, if we actually go here, I'm a Duck Quack initially tweeted this, and he said the promo is not called Freeze. But then Trusty Foot, of course, who's been leaking everything, he leaked the signature signings, it was all correct. He said the promo itself is going to be called Freeze, but the SBCs are going to be called Freeze Versus. So I think EA Sports could be like advertising it as the loading screen. The main big thing about this promo is going to be that we're going to be getting this sort of every single day. But I think a significant part is still going to be the promo team. If I open up the promo team here, I do think that is going to be a very, very significant part of it as well. And this, we can assume, maybe isn't going to be affected by these two separate card designs. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a third card design, I guess, which is going to be rocking without a V, because this is specifically for Versus. So if what the leakers are saying is correct, potentially we could see a third card design, and that is going to be used for the promo team, and that is not going to be having the V at the top of the card design. Now, I think that makes sense. This is what Donk put in a couple of days ago. He said it is called Freeze, the SBCs are called Freeze Versus, and it's going to be a choice of potentially weak foot or skill moves. The SBCs have different color designs. So the loading screen, I'm fairly confident it is going to be similar to this. In Kunku, we also saw Gosens, I do believe we saw like this, where it was a player pick, but this time, interestingly, it is going to be a different card design, and that would make sense because if they're doing it every single day, then it's something, it's an added personalized touch to actually, it's giving more value sort of to the SBC, to the card, in my opinion, because it is a nice little decision that everyone has to make, and it is going to mean the card is a little bit rarer. You're going to less often see, for example, Pulisic, the blue ones, of course, and then the red ones as well. There's going to be less of them, if you guys understand what I mean. You've got some control over the card yourself, which is always quite nice. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this. There is also this leaked SBC. I think Capu, he could be coming out on Thursday, potentially. I think on Thursday. I also think that Vinicius is going to be leaked. Vinicius has been leaked, credit to Trusty Foot, for the rating and also the stats. This is supposedly going to be released tomorrow, I think, on Thursday, or potentially on Friday. So it is looking very, very interesting. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this card design, and hopefully Bayern game has just kicked off, so hopefully my PK can get an upgrade. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.